Hey Team Mac here, and the first event for the Ruck Race League was released yesterday on April Fool's Day, but the event's no joke, and I hope to share some experiences that I just had as I just completed the event in hopes of helping you perform and do your best in this event. First, don't rush out and knock this thing out if you're not ready for it. You've got time, and as we prepare for this event, a couple of things we want to look at is first your route. How are you going to do this? Where are you going to do this? Find a route potentially that you could go 30 minutes out and 30 minutes back in with minimal elevation change and minimal stops. The goal here is to keep moving. So if you don't have a route available, you may have to go to a track. What you want to do though is try to find one way out, one way back, like I just used on my route. And it was very beneficial. Speaking of the route, turnaround point, if you want to be competitive in this race, I feel you need to be hitting 5, maybe 6K if you can at that turnaround point. But shoot for 4 to 6K at the turnaround point. That'll keep you successful. If you're not ready to go out and hit 30 minutes at a time, start slow. Go out, do 10, 15 minutes at a time and build yourself up. Again, you have time to do this. And in doing so, do some gear check. Find the gear that's going to work best for you. Today, I went with Go Ruck Rough Runners. Typically, I go in our Mac V combat style boots, but based on the distance and speed I wanted to go today, I used the Rough Runners. I also went with some lightweight Go Ruck joggers and our UV mesh hoodie. Perfect for today because the German weather is very much like my ex-wife, very temperamental, so I encountered a lot of wind and sun, and this was the right mixture for me. Also, they are friction-free and moisture-wicking, which is going to be important. Wool socks, those are going to be a great addition as too, but what you want to try to do is minimize that friction, and depending on where you live and the weather that you encounter, keeping yourself cool and dry as possible is going to be very important. A hat may be also beneficial to you, or like having a hoodie built into that. Go out and try those things. If you've never again done this distance, wear this stuff under some load. And speaking of your load, what are you going to use? I chose today to go with a 15-liter rucker. It sits just right for me. A 20-liter or 25-liter rucker might be the right choice for you, or even an RPC. What I like most about this is where this rucker kind of sits on me. It allows me to use the hip belt, the sternum strap, but also be aware of that friction point right here. 60 minutes, a lot of movement if you are doing the airborne shuffle like has been promoted or advised in this. You can start to see some friction after time. So make sure that this stuff sits snug and well. If you don't have this type of gear and you're going to go out and try this, just make sure that that load sits nice and high and that you avoid any friction points. Water and snacks. It's 60 minutes. I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of time to stop and have water and snacks. I went through this whole thing with drinking and eating nothing, and I did just fine. If you're not used to that, work yourself up to it. This workout is based on your body weight, and some may think, well, maybe I should fast a couple of days to bring my body weight down to reduce the load, and I'm not going to encourage that. You need to be well fueled for this so that you can keep moving, because keeping moving is the goal here. How do you keep moving? Well, that's a great point. Think about having some earbuds, a motivational mantra, a patch that you're going to rub, something that's going to keep you moving. 30 minutes into this, I was doing good. 35 minutes, Mother Nature hit me in the face with some strong wind, and I started to embrace the suck a little bit. So you're going to have to fight through this again if you've not done something like this before. When starting this, also make sure you've got 2 devices. A stopwatch and your phone. You're going to need to be recording the route on Strava anyways. Maybe you've got a smartwatch that is compatible with Strava, which will come in helpful as well. Hopefully these tips have been very beneficial to you. Go out and do a couple of test runs of this if you've never done anything like this. Check out your gear. Make sure that everything fits right and that you're comfortable. 60 minutes can be a very long time if you're uncomfortable. Last but not least, remember to always look cool, so a pair of sunglasses may be the last step that you'll need to make you successful in this. I wish you all the best of luck. Get outside, go ruck, and have some fun.